Salutations and good morning everyone, and welcome back to another grounded update video. Today we're hopping back into the backyard in the bug strike back update to talk another awesome thing that was requested from the community, either in my Discord, in my live streams, or down in those awesome comments that are down in the area down below this video. But let's go over and let's talk about one of the new spoilers that are coming to the game. Yes, beep beep beep, spoiler warning. We are going to be using an admin code today to fly around as a bug in bug cam fly mode. We are going to be going around and looking at things that are underground. If that's not something that you want to see, now is the best time for you to click away from the video, go down in those comments, say thanks for not spoiling, and also if you could hit that like button on the way out. But let's go through and let's fly around a little bit. So here is Pete having a little bit of an out-of-body experience, and what we're going to do is we are going to start on this side of the yard, because as we work that way, things get even more exciting, to the point of even us going to be exploring an all-new area that is hidden underground right now that you cannot access, but will most likely be able to access in the future. So let's start off with this pipe. Yes, a pipe. You can actually get in here right now. If you were to get in here with like your Pete or Max or Hoops or Willow or anybody like that, you can walk all the way through here, which is awesome. But then if you pop out right here, that was so much fun, and you walk through a pipe. There's a sprig in there. Does that help? But anyway, if you go through this wall though, like you guys want me to, you'll see that you have a couple different areas. You can go this way, and this way is going to bring you to absolutely nowhere. And then if you go this way, guess what? You have an opening over here in the pipe that brings you to absolutely nowhere, and that's closed off. And over here, once again, nowhere. So this pipe right now leads us to absolutely nowhere, but still, it's a pipe, and we like pipe. So anyway, let's go over this way, and you'll see that we have a mega milk molar jar. That's pretty cool, right? Everybody's been asking me, Sim, how the heck do you get inside this mega milk molar jar? I want to be in there. I like the thought of being in there. That looks safe. Well, if you guys actually were to get in here and go down through this tunnel, you'll notice that we have this area. It's disconnected, so right now we can't get in there. There is no way to get in there. If I think where we are going to get in there, though, is right over here by the cap that's underground. And it's partially underwater, but if you go over here, guess what? There's still just solid ground, and you can't actually get in here yet. So meaning this area is still not ready for the game yet, but something could get added here, maybe another tunnel or something like that in the future that could come from over this way somewhere, maybe for us to be able to walk through, pop out over here, and possibly get some milk molars or even a couple mega milk molars over in this area. Now, there are a couple other small zones over here that we can talk about from different pillars and stuff that pop up, but really, guys, it just looks like this is the ground of the game. There's not really a whole lot. I mean, even this that kind of looks like a tunnel, it's not. It's just hollow. It's not really a tunnel at all. It's just how they built the ground over here. There are a couple entrances that look like that they could be to places underground over here, like there's some rocks and some very clear areas that looks like it's going to be a tunnel that leads underground in areas over here a little bit further. So there are some zones that I think are going to lead to underground caverns in the future, but for right now, there are no ways to actually get underground unless you're using an admin code to fly around like I am. Now, I know I'm flying really fast, but that's because there's just, if we just go way down over here, there's just not that much that's over here. But if we go over this way, there's a lot more. So the first thing I want to start off and show you guys is right over here underground. There is this big opening in the shed that looks like we're going to be getting underneath it at some point, maybe a lab. I know at one point there was a mention to the under shed lab. Maybe in the future there can be something that's inside of the shed. Who knows? But for right now, there is a big opening that looks like it was made by something that's not man-made-ish. It almost looks like it was gnawed out, maybe some sort of rat or mouse, something like that. Maybe some more termites got under here. Possible for termites, just gonna say it. But let's go over here. You'll see that the shed's size has actually increased. There is no more Mr. Potato Head in here anymore. The shed was pushed back a little bit more, it looks like, as well as the entire yard. So this area was increased. It looks like we may be getting a new zone over here in the future. But for right now, you can't actually get in here. You can't actually do anything under here, and there's nothing quite yet. So there is a baseball here though. Everybody likes baseball, right? Another Chunky Chubbs baseball that you can go and find right there. You guys can build another base on that and be happy, except for the fact that there's an infected wolf spider that lives literally right over here. So you want to be careful with that, which, by the way, that's right there. If you didn't know, he's right in there after you turn off the haze. There's an infected wolf spider that wants to eat your soul. But let's talk about over here. So there is a new system of caves over here. If you guys are wondering where over here is, literally right here in the backyard. this area. There's a whole new cave underneath this area. For why? No idea. Most likely some ants. But let's go over there and let's fly under there. And I found an area where we could actually go through the wall here and be able to show you guys what all is under there. So if we fly right here, you guys will see that there is a rock entrance that is right over. Lots of tunnel, 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 and boom, right here. So this area right here underneath this research station, there is actually a rock that's right here. Now you cannot just phase through this thing normally in game, but thanks to me and my admin codes, I'm going to get us through this rock that's right here. We're going to go through it, and then we're going to explore these tunnels under here in first person mode before I start flying around again and showing you guys a little bit more. So let's go through this rock right here, boop, into this tunnel, and let's start showing you guys some of the new stuff that's down in here, if there even is anything in here. All right, so you guys remember that big old rock I was talking about? Well, I am now behind it. Here, let me just show you guys where Pete's actually standing. So yeah, right here, there's that big rock. Here's where Pete is. All right, let's explore a little bit, shall we? So I did equip Pete with a couple torches to help us get around over here, because this area actually gets pretty darn dark down here. In fact, it gets so dark that it literally goes to pitch black, so you can't actually see anything unless you have some torches. So just running around over here, guys, this is one of the biggest and most extensive zones of caverns in the game. Like, there are some massive areas in here that you could run around, that you can explore, that you could find all sorts of different things in from different areas, like, you know, this one that happens to be a big open area that maybe there could be a boss fight in. Maybe there could be other things. Here looks like a great location for them to put a SCA.B. There's so many different places in here that they've added that they could put in different things like bug nests and things like that. I'm assuming that this is most likely going to become another ant hill like we had seen before. But yes, you can actually come over here if you can get through that rock and run around in here. So this is being heavily worked on right now. But just remember that everything that I'm showing you guys right now is in complete heavy development and is very much so subject to change. You guys remember before when I was able to get into the Black Ant Hill before others, that Black Ant Hill was still under super heavy development, and they still had so much work left to put into it, and they still had so much more to do. So just remember, when you guys are looking at this, that there's still so much left for them to add to this area. In fact, you can't even get in here yet. So that'll tell you guys how much work is still left in this area for them to work on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly around a little bit more now that we've run around a little bit in here, and show you guys off a couple of the larger chambers that I believe are going to have some of the other things in the game in there. Possibly an ant queen, possibly some other things that are going to be coming to the game. So let's go back to our admin mode and let's fly around a little bit, shall we? Okay guys, so over here, like I said, this is the area that we're talking about, from this research station that's right here all through this area. I know it's really bright, it just happens to be the time of day that it is, but if we go under here, you guys can see this large tunnel expanse that I'm talking about. It starts over here. It is a very, very large tunnel expanse with lots of open rooms. It looks like it might even have an area to a larger opening that's up here in the upper yard, possibly even going over to this pipe that's over here that you can't really get in right now either. But all in all, another really, really large tunnel network, probably the largest tunnel network in the game. It does rival, in my opinion, the size of the Black Ant Hill. It still is a large area over here, the Black Ant Hill lab and all of that. If you guys had never seen this area over here, it's pretty big, but this one over here will definitely rival that once they get it all filled out with everything that needs to get built into it over here. But guys, that's pretty much it for everything that's underground right now that you guys wanted to see. There are a lot of exciting things that are still left to come to Grounded. The developer's still working on a whole lot of things, so I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. If you are, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment down below of other things you guys would like to see me do. And also, don't worry, I will be going over all the hidden items that are coming in the dev screen here very, very soon. So thank you guys so much, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.